Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to the big preview. It is the Manchester United versus Chelsea live match preview on Red Devil Weekly at the same time of 9 o'clock. I'm going to try and make sure that I schedule my uploads for 9 o'clock every single time, so you guys know if I'm going to go live, it's going to be at 9 o'clock and you guys can get ready for it. But more developments on that as we go. But today we are previewing the big match tomorrow, Manchester United versus Chelsea, and with results that haven't really gone our way, it has become a very, very important match. Obviously, Liverpool winning today means that they have overtaken us and we are now in third position. And so a win tomorrow is absolutely vital for just for our season, really, I think. Also, the fact that Chelsea is in this very, very tight, intense top four race with us, so we cannot afford to slip up, because if we do, then we'll be in third place, but Chelsea will be right up our rear ends on the same points as us. Also, if Spurs win tomorrow as well, then we could be looking at something pretty drastic, possibly even dropping out of the top four. So a win is an absolute must tomorrow, and in today's video I'm just going to sort of take you through my thoughts on the game, on what I think is going to happen, and my predicted lineup, and also my score prediction for the game as well. If you are watching this live, then please do feel free to Skype in and I'll get you on the show and get your opinions on this game. And also, if you are watching this as a video, please do leave a like and leave your comments in the comment section down below. I really like to hear what you guys watching have to say about this game, and I'll respond to all of your comments. So let's get straight into the preview right now. Obviously, we sit third position after the result, Liverpool beating West Ham by 4-1. Not a great result for David Moyes and West Ham. They're not looking good for them. But, Liverpool seem to be high-flying at the moment. They are 1 point ahead of us in second place. We are currently in third place, which means that a win tomorrow against Chelsea, who are in fourth place, would mean that we go we would go 6 points above Chelsea and 2 points above Liverpool into second. And we do play Liverpool quite soon, actually. I think it's after the Crystal Palace game. We play Liverpool and then Sevilla. So ultimately, we do need to kind of put ourselves in a good position going into that Liverpool game. And as I said, if we can get, a maximum points out of our next 3 games, it'll be absolutely pivotal and absolutely fantastic in terms of the race for the top 4. And I think tomorrow we really are going to have to perform well. Chelsea are a very, very decent side. I mean, I've been on decent form at the moment, obviously coming into this one off the back of a draw in midweek against Barcelona, 1-1, a very well earned draw against Barcelona. So they're going to have a bit of confidence, but they don't have a great record at Old Trafford. Welcome DLM75, welcome to the stream, mate. They don't really have a good record at Old Trafford. They haven't won there since 2013, and also Jose Mourinho has a brilliant record as manager at Old Trafford, only losing 1 game as manager at Old Trafford, and that was against Manchester City. So welcome Tubes, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I mean, looking at the records and things like that, it does look like on paper that we are more expected to win, but football's not played on paper, as I say multiple times. Now, I do want to just tell you guys, if you look in the description down below, I've given kind of my summary of the game tomorrow. You guys can have a read of that as you're listening to my voice. It's just sort of my thoughts on whatever on the game, or a bit of a, a summary or introduction to the game, which is happening tomorrow. Just so you know, I won't be doing a watch along for the game, unfortunately. I'm actually out when the game is happening, which is so annoying, but I'll still be trying to keep up to date with it as much as possible. Welcome Siran Spinaccio, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thanks for everyone who is watching. Please do leave a like on the stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic. What's going on with the studio? Obviously I don't have the green screen set up. I had to relocate because my brother came back from uni, so he wanted the room which I was using, so I had to sort of relocate. And where I am, it's kind of hard to put the green screen up, but I will try and sort of get that sorted out for you. Tube says 3-1 win to United. Lukaku with 3. Imagine if he gets his first hat-trick against a top 6 side and just absolutely pisses off all the pundits out there who say he doesn't score against the big teams, which, in fairness, he doesn't really, but, you know, I'd just love him to get a hat-trick tomorrow, also against his former club in Chelsea. Where is Matthew Coyle? It's a good question, mate. I don't know. I don't know where Matthew Coyle is. DNC5 says, and the webcam is messed. Is the webcam messed up? Oh, it is, yeah. Oh, it is, yeah. I was on the United Stand comments, as, you know, a lot of other people were. I see what you guys mean now when you say the United Stand is so full of Jose Mourinho out people. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just, you know, I just could not believe some of the comments. I mean, when you kept saying that, you know, the comments were pretty bad, I sort of thought, oh, they can't be that bad. But I actually went and watched the show tonight, and it wasn't great at all. I mean, there was so many people saying, oh, I won't change my opinion, I'm Jose out and whatever, and, you know, we're playing really bad football. And I was just like, we're not in crisis. We are not. I mean, look at a team like Arsenal. They're in crisis. Look at, you know, we are definitely not a team in crisis. I mean, it's almost like these guys, you know, don't know what an actual crisis is. I mean, were they even, you know, did they just go from, you know, Sir Alex Ferguson, miss out the David Moyes and the Louis van Gaal years, and then came straight to here? It's just ridiculous. DN75 says, come on, Lukaku, tell people who's boss. Yeah, and I think he does provide a great, you know, a very, very good weapon for us in that attacking lineup. You know, and I think that I do think he will get a goal tomorrow. I just have a feeling, and I do have a feeling that we're gonna win the game tomorrow. I just think that Chelsea have got such a bad record at Old Trafford. Yeah, they're playing all right at the moment, but you know, against them we've got a good record at Old Trafford, as I said, and I just think that Jose Mourinho would have been planning this one for quite a long time. He'll be wanting to get one over on Antonio Conte. So I definitely think we're going to win tomorrow. And so I definitely agree with Tubes' prediction. I realised that the webcam thing, I know what DLM75 is alluding to. Hold a second. Right. There we go. It was just going over the white line a bit. I think I saw that, but yeah. Thanks for letting me know, by the way. DLN75 says he listened to the United Stand tonight. Tube says I don't enjoy United Stand anymore. Too many rude people. Yeah. Obviously, being a mod on there, you have to kind of you know, moderate all that kind of stuff. And there is a lot of people who are just like, oh, Jose Mourinho out, and kind of, I don't know. I just think, why do we need this negativity? What is the point? Like, obviously, if Jose Mourinho was in, you know, if we were in 6th place right now and hadn't progressed since last season, I'd be going, you know what, you might have a point. But we have definitely progressed. You know, we're in 3rd place. You know, it's still in the Champions League, still in the FA Cup. I just don't understand where all the kind of, you know, people, all this sort of negativity, all this kind of, oh, well, you know, if this happens, then I'm definitely Jose out, or, you know, I'm not going to change my mind. He's playing awful football. But I just think, you know, wouldn't you rather get wins than, you know, play really good football but not win? Like, you know, if you look at someone like Spurs, yeah, they play really, really nice football, but where are they? They're outside the top 4. That's where they are. So, I'm sorry, but I'd much rather be where we are, not playing great football, but look where we are, in 3rd place, potentially 2nd place after tomorrow. And if you want, you know, to watch good football but not win anything, go support Spurs. DNM75 says, I'm Jose in at the moment, but I feel if he sells Pogba and Martial, I might have to go Jose out. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I mean, if he does sell Pogba and Martial, that'd be a big mistake, because I think, you know, they're both players we need to keep, especially, you know, Martial. You know, I think it'd be very unfair of him to kind of let him go. And I think, you know, he's definitely got a big future ahead of him, as well as Paul Pogba. He's got a massive future ahead of him, and he'll definitely be the kind of dynamic player we need in that midfield for seasons to come. So hopefully he does, you know, we do keep them, and we do, you know, we do, you know, he does provide something in that midfield. I don't care, you know, if people saying he's off form, because he was off form a bit, but he still provides something which, you know, not a lot of midfielders in the world can provide. Is that, you know, he's got that confidence, he's got that flair to make things happen, and, you know, in a team that you want to be playing exciting football, you need someone like Paul Pogba in there who can kind of make the passes happen, make things happen. You know, he won't be afraid of making bad passes. He can make those crossfield balls and just makes us tick, really. And I think if he gets more freedom, if he gets better supported at the back, he can sort of go forward, roam forward a bit more, then I'm sure he'll do well. I'm sure he'll get back into form, and then all the people, you know, hating on him, saying he's in bad form, will suddenly be saying, oh, he's a great player again. Tube says there's fans who said if Martial is sold, they'll stop supporting MUFC. I mean, apparently there's some sort of thing on Twitter called, like, Martial FC, which is, like, a load of muppets who, you know, obviously support Martial, which is fair enough, but they seem to not even support the team that much, and they say that if Martial leaves, then they're gonna stop supporting United, which is just ridiculous. It's just, you know, it's the annoying thing with modern football, but there you go. DLM75 says, I was so happy when we beat Man City to getting Sanchez, but I feel like it was a massive mistake. However, it's good for squad depth. Interesting point, obviously, about squad depth. It is definitely good to have another attacking option in there. I actually think that Sanchez, even though he hasn't, you know, contributed loads of goals and assists so far, he's actually been one of our better players. He's been trying to make things happen. You know, he's making, you know, nice little balls over the top, kind of doing little things, and I think we need that sort of player. And, you know, I think you got to be careful, because obviously all the kind of rival fan accounts and things like that, and football accounts, will, you know, try and make it out that Sanchez is not being a good player, is not a good signing, because he hasn't got assists and goals. But ultimately, he's actually making things happen in the team. He's, you know, being a busy player. He's kind of, you know, making passes, and I think he's doing well. Obviously, he's still kind of adjusting to the Manchester United team, and obviously I would like to see him get some more assists. But if we look in the Sevilla game, he played that ball over to Lukaku, and if Lukaku finishes that, it's another assist for him. And that's the thing, you know, you have to, with assists and things like that, you have to rely on the person you're assisting to put it in the back of the net. So yeah, I mean, and also with goals, I mean, when he's coming off the left-hand side, it's harder to get goals than when he's going through the middle. So, you know, you have to be wary of that. So, yeah, I think he's doing all right. And I think tomorrow's game, he will definitely shine. He usually does shine against Chelsea. So, hopefully he does turn up against Chelsea and we get a good result. DLM75 with Pogba and Martial are not doing good now since he arrived, but that's why I still love Sanchez. Just the squad is not the same anymore. I mean, that's true. Obviously, before Sanchez came, it did seem like we were in a good run of form. Pogba and Martial playing well, especially Martial, who before Sanchez came, got 3 goals in 3 consecutive games, and we had a fantastic January. And then when Sanchez came in, it hasn't really been, you know, the best of results. But I still think that, you know, if Mourinho is still trying to find the balance with Sanchez in the team, and hopefully he does find that. And when he does find that happy medium, we will find that our results start turning very, very much so. I'm going to get into my lineup in just a second. Nothing like a bit of hot chocolate. But yeah, I'm going to get into my predicted lineup for the game, and you guys can have your say in the live comments about the predicted lineup. And yeah, also feel free to share this around on Twitter and things like that if you do, you know, want to share this around or anything. I will be very much appreciated. So, in goal, obviously, I'm going to go with David De Gea. I mean, hopefully he has a worldie tomorrow. I think, you know, even if he doesn't, the defence in front of him should be strong enough to beat him out. Then Valencia at right back. By hopefully coming back into the team, I really wanted to start and get back into the team and be as solid as he was. And then Victor Lindelof next to him. I think he's actually a very decent defender. I'm not sure why Jose Mourinho is not playing him more. So yeah, I think Lindelof in the centre-back with Luke Shaw at left-back. I think it's imperative we play Luke Shaw. I think he does a better job than Ashley Young at the moment. So I'd definitely play Luke Shaw in this game. And then I play a 3 in midfield of McTominay, Matic and Pogba. I think that's probably our strongest midfield. And I do want to give Scott McTominay a bit more of a chance as well in the team, a bit more of a run-in. So hopefully that does happen. And we get Scott McTominay, Pogba and Matic in the team. Obviously Pogba being the one who can express himself more and go forward a bit more. And then the 3 up front. I'm just really hoping this happens. I'm not sure if it is going to happen, but I'm going to go with Martial on the left, Sanchez on the right and Lukaku up front. And I think, you know, obviously it's a long shot for that to happen because it does seem that Jose Mourinho prefers playing Sanchez and Mata rather than Martial and Sanchez. So, I mean, hopefully we do see Martial and Sanchez, Martial on the left and Sanchez on the right. I would really love to see that. So hopefully we do see it. And then Lukaku up front, you know, 21 goals for the season. Hopefully he can add to that and, you know, just keep scoring goals. I do hope he starts scoring goals against the bigger teams more often. But yeah, that is my lineup. Get your thoughts in the live chat and also in the comment section down below what you thought of that. DLM75 says he'll pick Smalling and Young. Sure will be on the bench, just you watch. I mean, obviously, you know, with his recent team selection, I haven't been that happy with it, to be honest. I haven't really been, you know, that ecstatic with the team selection. But, you know, hopefully he will get it right. Hopefully we will see a team out tomorrow which will be able to do damage against Chelsea. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. But I think if we play that team, that is probably our best lineup we could put out at the moment against any side. So I'm hoping that team does come out and we put in a really, really good performance. And we absolutely hammer Chelsea. But in some ways, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But we'll see. And yeah, get your thoughts in the live chat on what you thought about that lineup as well. And if you are watching, leave a like on the stream. It really does mean a lot to me. So yeah, thank you very much. But yeah, obviously Chelsea coming into this game on, you know, they're on a decent run of form, but they are below us in the table. They're a bit more, you know, they're looking more likely to drop out of the top 4, and. Or are they? Wait, are Chelsea 5th? I'm not sure. So they might be out of the top 4. I think it's close between Chelsea and Tottenham. So they're going to really, really want, you know, people, you know, they're going to really, really want to kind of win this game. They'll really need to, because if they don't and Tottenham win, they could definitely be, you know, being kicked out of the top 4 and they could be really, really chasing. So it's a pivotal game for them to win. So yeah, hopefully they don't. Hopefully Manchester United can do it, because for us, if we do win this game, it gives us a bit of security. Obviously, we do go 6 points ahead of Chelsea and 2 points ahead of Liverpool, back into that 2nd place as well. And I do feel like the players are going to be up for it. You know, Jose Mourinho will have, you know, with all the sort of build up to this game, with all the background as well that's been happening in this game, I just feel that, you know, we're going to be motivated. We're going to want to win this game. You know, avenge what happened at Stamford Bridge at the start of the season and just shut Conte's Italian mouth up. Hopefully we can do that. DLM says, when you say what you think the team will be, you just pick the strongest lineup. You should start predicting what you think Jose will pick. That's what I do. Please don't be offended. No, I mean, it's a good comment, to be fair. I agree. I think, you know, I do kind of just pick the lineup that I want rather than the predicted lineup. I should just give, like, I should just call it, like, my lineup, really. But yeah, if I was going to probably predict it as Jose Mourinho was going to say, I'd probably put Sanchez on the left and, like, Mata on the right and Lukaku up front. But the rest, I think, he would pick. But apart from that, yeah. So, I mean, I'm not offended at all. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry. But yeah. I'm really hoping that we can do one over Chelsea. I'm really hoping we can. And just, you know, the games we've got coming up, this is sort of the start of a tricky period for us, because we go, you know, home to Chelsea, then away to Crystal Palace, then at home to Sevilla, and then at home to Liverpool. So yeah, it's tricky. It's going to be tricky. Actually, no, we go. It's home to Chelsea, away to Crystal Palace, home to Liverpool, and then at home to Sevilla. So again, as I said, very much a difficult games coming up. But I do have faith in the lads that we can, you know, we can get a result out of this. I do have faith, because you gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. DNM75, who will keep Hazard quiet tomorrow? I wonder if Herrera's injured. Obviously, yeah, Hazard, the main man. Haven't actually spoken about him much, but I will do now. I think Hazard is definitely the main man that we need to stop, because, you know, it does seem like if you do stop Hazard from creating chances for Chelsea, they don't have much else. And he is their sort of #1 player. Obviously, Willian has been playing very, very well recently, been on great form, so we need to make sure we stop him. But Hazard as well is a player who is very, very tricky, and we do need to stop him if they are going to get goals. But yeah, hopefully the defence can do that, and also our 3-man midfield, hopefully they can, one of them, maybe Matic, can go on Hazard and kind of stop him a bit more. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Do you guys think there's going to be like a game plan tomorrow? Do you think Jose Mourinho, like the Chelsea game last season, is kind of, yeah. Do you think that Jose Mourinho, like last season, is going to sort of put a ploy in for Eden Hazard or one of their other players, kind of put a player on him or something like that? Do you think that's going to happen, or do you think we're just going to set up a formation? You know, the players know what to do. We're just going to go for it. It's interesting to see. Hope he pulls something in the warm-up. Yeah, I mean, that'll probably be our best chance. But you know, Hazard isn't, you know, an amazing. Is a great player, but he's not, you know, a fantastic player. When he's off form, he's, you know, he's like a bloody, you know, Welbeck. So I don't know. Tube says Martial and Pogba are great, but people act like they're you know, Ronaldo 2008. Yeah, I agree. I think they are. You know, I do think that there is a lot of overreaction from some United fans saying Pogba and Martial are like some of our best players we've had in our history. I think they are great. They are like really good players who I would love to keep a hold of. But yeah, they haven't really sort of earned that status of Ronaldo 2008, and you know, I think they're not up to that yet. I think that a few more seasons, possibly, we could be talking about a similar level. But you know, it's got to take a lot, because Ronaldo in that 2008 season was absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. He was just, you know, I mean, he scored like 42 goals in all competitions. It was ridiculous. It was like a record for a Premier League club. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. Chooses Hazard is not truly elite. I agree. I think, obviously, there's been a lot of speculation about him potentially going to Real Madrid, but I do think that he's not kind of a truly great player just yet. But you know, I do think that one day he will sort of go there. I think he will go to Real Madrid. And yeah, I don't think Chelsea are going to keep hold of him. DLM75 says, I feel scared though when Smalling or Phil Jones is next to him. Yeah, I mean, obviously in that game when you know, in the FA Cup game last season, you know, he was sort of diving around a bit, you know, causing fouls. But that's what's going to happen with Eden Hazard. He's one of those players who gets himself into positions where, you know, he can buy fouls easily, and that's just who he is, really, you know. Welcome, Alex. Welcome to the stream, mate. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Please leave a like if you haven't already. Tube says Hazard on his day is unplayable, but those games are rare. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's true for a lot of players, actually, similar to Hazard. I think, you know, on his day, he is an absolutely brilliant player, one of the best, if not the best player in the Premier League. But as we say, I don't think he does it, you know, I don't think Hazard does it, you know, consistently enough, that's it. So, and to be a great player, you need to do it consistently, week in, week out, be putting in some great performances. So, yeah. That's what I think about Hazard. But yeah, he's definitely a person we need to stop tomorrow, because if we don't, and we let him run ragged, and we let him do whatever he's going to do, then we could be in trouble. We could be in trouble. Also, guys, if you are watching, please do feel free to Skype in. I will, you know, answer your call and get your thoughts in on the game, and that'll be decent. So yeah, please do, if you feel free, if you want to, Skype into the show and we can have a chat on what you think about the Chelsea game. But as I said, huge game, huge game, and it really is. It's going to be I do think the atmosphere is going to be great at Old Trafford. Hopefully the fans who are, you know, a bit annoyed about the style of football we play, but you know, hopefully they're going to get behind the team. And I think it's important that we get behind the team regardless of whether you're Jose Mourinho in or Jose Mourinho out. You have to get behind the team. You have to, you know, play. We have to play a great performance. We have to, you know, cheer that team on. Because if we don't, you know, what's the point? You know, you're not a true United fan if you don't support the team through thick and thin. Welcome PJ7 Football Highlights. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. And if you are watching, guys, I really appreciate a like on the stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, get your thoughts in on the Chelsea game or any sort of issues to do with Manchester United, and I will, you know, discuss them with you guys. And yeah, also if you feel free, if you do like some more YouTube Manchester United content, go and check out all the links in the description down below. And follow me on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing if you're not following me on Twitter? Link in the description down below. I tweet out stuff about Manchester United, and also I usually tweet out all my videos, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you're up to date with every single thing to do with RedDevilWeekly. Especially, speaking of new kind of YouTube channels and that, Manchester United have got a YouTube channel. I mean, and already within 2 days of it being launched, it's got like 350,000 subscribers. It's ridiculous. So, you know, it's great to have the Manchester United YouTube channel. You know, you can go there and, you know, watch loads of little features they do. You know, watch loads of classic games and, you know, watch loads of interviews with players and that. So, yeah, very, very good fun. So if you want to go subscribe to the Manchester United YouTube channel, just type in Manchester United. They'll be the first search result to come up. PJ7 says, my prediction is a 1-0 win to United. It'll be a close one, though. Yeah, I agree. I think it will be close. I think that, you know, it's going to be an edgy game, which, you know, Chelsea are going to be up for. They'll definitely want to win it. United will want to win it as well. Jose versus Conte. It's going to be an absolute cracker, especially for the neutral, in my opinion. So, if you do want to, you know, watch that game, it's going to be Sky Sports if you're in the UK or just on a stream or whatever. And I think it's 2:30 kickoff or something like that. So, yeah, unfortunately, I won't be doing a watch long for it, but yeah, I will. I'm out, unfortunately. But when I get back, I will be doing a review of the game. DLM says, I'm so gassed about the Manchester United channel. Love the channel with the players. Yeah, it's great. You know, you get to see another side of the players. You get to see, you know, some features, some fun features from United. So yeah, I'm very, very happy that they finally joined YouTube. And you never know. One day I could get on there. One day I could get featured on the channel. So that'd be great. How many do the big clubs have? Yeah, apparently Man City have 1 million, but to be fair, Man City have been going for quite a while, so yeah, fair enough. They also invented Tunnel Cam, apparently. Burnley, I know, doesn't have that much. But yeah, I don't think they have. I think Arsenal have a few, but yeah. PJ7 says, I feel Lukaku will finally score against a big side. I think it'll be his day. I agree. I do think Lukaku will score tomorrow. I just have a feeling. I think, you know, the form he's been showing recently has been very, very good. Especially, you know, the FA Cup game he played, 2 goals against Huddersfield away. You know, against Sevilla, he was unlucky not to score a few times. So, definitely, he's definitely, you know, kind of getting... He's definitely kind of getting closer to that goal, and hopefully he does score one in a big important game, or maybe even 2. I'm not complaining, you know, 2, 3, 4. Don't know, however many you want, Romelu. Just score the goals, mate. Obviously against Man City, it was a pity that he missed that chance. And if he did score, that's absolutely superb, and no one would be talking about how he doesn't score against big teams. But I think he offers something more. I think he, you know, he offers something more in these big games. He kind of he offers a... Oh wait, it's lagging, isn't it? Oh, for God's sake! Oh, please don't. Oh, it's freaking lagging, man. Why? If you guys can still hear me, that's great. If you can't, I'm sorry. But yeah, please do tell me if you guys can still hear me, because for some reason it started to lag or whatever. Juventus is 640k, Leeds is 19k. So yeah, I mean, United are growing very, very quickly on YouTube. PJ7 says, not me being offensive, just telling the truth. If it wasn't De Gea, man, you know, we're not being second place. I think, you know, De Gea has been an absolutely superb, vital player for us. this season, and there's no doubt that he's been, a player which we are so, it's so good that he was scouted, and it was, it was so good that he's been scouted, and he's, been. He was brought into the club. Obviously, the first few seasons he had, it was a bit wobbly, but he's now definitely proving all his doubters wrong, and I think he is undisputably the best keeper in the world at the moment. And yeah, I do think this season he's saved a lot of points for us. DLM75 says, let's go and get hyped up, guys, as we always do. I think it's true that you don't want to get too hyped and get too overconfident. We've seen that in some games this season, but I am just feeling a bit confident going into this game because Chelsea don't have a great record at Old Trafford, and I'm just feeling, Jose Mourinho's not going to want to slip up against Chelsea. So, PJ7 said, De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world, hands down. I agree, totally agree. Very, very good opinion, mate. Very good opinion. Alex says, we're not lucky to have De Gea. I mean, obviously the broken fax machine or whatever it was, but he does look happy to be at Manchester United, and that's the main thing. It does look like we're going to keep David De Gea at Old Trafford as well. It does look like he'll want to sign a contract extension, so very excited for that. Tube says, Szczesny is the best keeper. Oh, yeah, Szczesny. Yeah, he's decent, isn't he? He's decent. Peter says Szczesny's a good keeper, to be fair. I mean, he conceded... No, it wasn't... No, that was Buffon, wasn't it? It was Buffon. Alex says, yeah, he's been incredible this season. Oh, yeah, Szczesny. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. I mean, Buffon is going to retire at the end of the season, I reckon, so he's going to have to fill in. He's going to have to fill in. Yeah, I mean, I don't think De Gea has signed a new contract yet, but definitely there are hints that he's going to be signing a new contract, which is just what we want to hear. And to keep him in the club for the foreseeable future, he's just going to be part of a fantastic spine. He's going to be a part of a fantastic spine of players that for the for the foreseeable future. PJ7 says, oh, yeah, I agree with DLM. Don't get too high. Football is anyone's game on their day. And that's a great point. Obviously, on their day, Wigan beat Man City, for goodness sake. So, on their day, any team can win. And, we just have to go there and put in a good performance. And if we do that, I reckon we'll win the game. I think we've got, in most positions, we've got better players than Chelsea. I mean, the game at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea were all over us, but I mean, it's kind of like a mirror. We don't have a great effect at Stamford Bridge, but they don't have a good effect, record at Old Trafford. So yeah, hopefully we can get the result tomorrow, and I mean, it'd be very, very kind of pivotal for this part of the season, especially where we are on the table and how close this top 4 race is. DLM says, I followed you back, Kieran Bear, get some sick tweets. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I promise you, sick tweets, mate. Absolutely sick tweets. That's gone cold. She says, if you take Messi out of Barcelona, statistically, they'd be like a second behind Atletico. Yeah, obviously, Messi is just, one of those players, the best player in the world, of all time as well. So, I mean, what can you say about Lionel Messi? And yeah, obviously, without him in the team, Barcelona look completely different. So, yeah. Chooses, if you take Kane out of Spurs, they'd be 8th. That's mad, to be fair. That is mad. And also, if you said that if you took Salah out of Liverpool, they'd been outside the top 4. Again, there's always players in teams which, are the kind of talisman, the men who you have to rely on. And, I mean, I do think that in those teams especially, I mean, I think Liverpool, they've got Firmino and Mane, who are decent players as well. But I think Salah has just been unbelievable this season. Probably the signing of the transfer window this summer. And... I hate to say that. I really hate to say that, but he is. So, yeah. Bailly's back, by the way, PJ7. Yeah, Bailly's back, and he was in my predicted lineup for the game. Alex says some interesting stats there, Tubes. Yeah, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. PJ7 says Kane is the best striker in the world. Obviously, with the numbers that Kane is putting up, he is really, really putting in a, a shift for that. Obviously, hosting the BAFTAs as well, next to Camila Cabello. So, he's doing something right. He's doing something right. So fair play to him. I mean, we all know that when it comes to the World Cup, he'll just flop and he won't score any goals. But you know, that's just Harry Kane for you. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's great to see an English talent doing really well in the Premier League. I just wish it was Marcus Rashford, not Harry Kane. But yeah, guys, if you are watching, leave a like. That'd be absolutely superb. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're trying to hit 280 subscribers, so that'd be... Tube says, even Man City have a great team, but if you take out Kevin De Bruyne, his goals and assists, and replace him with Bernardo and Gundogan, they would lose lots of points. I agree. They would definitely lose lots of points. They would not be in the position that they are. So, you know, obviously, in a lot of teams, they, you know... There's a few players who actually pull the strings, and the rest of the team aren't actually that great. And if you look in the Wigan game, obviously they were dominating Wigan without Kevin De Bruyne, but still, they didn't look as threatening in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, obviously Kevin De Bruyne, a brilliant player, so, yeah. Gino says it's weird how Kane has changed. He was shit a few years ago when he had loan spells. Yeah, and obviously he is doing very, very well for himself in the Premier League. He is, you know, staying his claim as being a fantastic player. So, I mean, you know, fair play to him. Fair play to him. He is playing pretty well in the Premier League. So yeah, fair play to him. But yeah, I mean, a lot of players go from not being very good to being absolutely fantastic, and that's just Harry Kane's rise, really. Yeah, that was I do apologise if the stream keeps going off. I do apologise. I think it is lagging quite a bit, so I might end the stream quite soon. Tomorrow's game is a must-win. I definitely agree, Alex. It definitely is a must-win game tomorrow. But yeah, it does look like it's kind of lagging a bit, which is really, really annoying. But yeah, I'm going to give my score prediction now, and then I might end the stream after that. But I don't know if it's still kind of lagging or whatever, so I do... apologise for that. So yeah, obviously it's definitely a must-win game, and I think we are going to win the game tomorrow. I'm going to predict a 2-0 win to Manchester United. I think it'll replicate what happened last season at Old Trafford. I think it's going to be Lukaku is going to get a goal, and Alexis Sanchez is going to score as well. And I think it's going to be 2-0 United. So yeah, that is my prediction for the game, guys. But I'm going to end the stream now. I do really appreciate all your support. Obviously, it's lagging a bit, so I'm not sure if you can actually hear me or anything. But thank you everyone who has been watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And I'll